I just want to take one moment to appreciate the fact that this is probably the best camera that I own right now, and it's a phone. So I just want to take one moment to appreciate that fact, because when I started making videos, and I use that term very lightly, about 15 years ago, this was unthinkable. This is a topic that tends to come up when I talk to younger people. We're talking about like YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, and I'm like, you guys are so lucky. You have no idea to have a camera this powerful on your phone. Like a device that you'll probably always have access to. So I use the iPhone camera in some different scenarios, some landscape shots, some more macro. Most of this stuff is shot at 4K 24 frames per second. You can see how it refocuses on my face pretty much all of the time. You can go like this, like and back, and voila, it should be in focus again. This is pretty cool. It is pretty impressive, right? Keep in mind that this is a mobile phone that we're talking about. Now, my main problem with the camera is not necessarily the camera itself, it's more its lack of compatibility with Windows. I mean, I sort of knew that beforehand, but I didn't know it was still this bad in 2020. Like, MOV files don't work with anything, Adobe doesn't accept them. I had a hard time getting my videos on my PC in the first place. It was just a mess. For a more recent example, I tried editing this video on my PC. It took me a full day and it just didn't work. All of my exports came out wrong, my PC sounded like it was going to blow up. It was just a mess. So I ended up cutting the video on the phone itself, and that's what you're looking at right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, come on, we live in a time of crossplay and like Microsoft and Nintendo working together, but Apple and Microsoft, it's just the same old story. We'll probably have world peace before they start working together. I think that is absolutely the biggest issue I have with using the iPhone SE 2020 as my main camera. There are two other things. It's not super well suited for low light situations, and the creative control of the camera interface itself is kind of sparse. It's a little bit minimal. I know that you could probably use third-party apps for that, but out of the box, it's okay. It gets the job done, but it's not phenomenal. Okay, so the good, amazing image quality for the price, because it's not a super expensive phone. And the sound is also great, the camera is easy to use. The bad, compatibility with Windows, this is probably the biggest one. And also the minimal interface and the fact that it doesn't handle low light situations that well. So yeah, I like this phone, and I like its camera even more. It's interesting, but it's also kind of problematic. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end there. Interesting, kind of problematic. Goodbye.